Hey everybody, Patrick Hostis here. So there was a double homicide just down a couple, about a town or so away from me. And I thought I'd try to get the word out about a couple of suspects that are wanted, and it looks to me like the police don't really have anything on it. So I cleaned up the footage as best I could, and I'll show some clips to you of that, and just to see if we can try to help to identify these guys a little bit better. But first, watch this news coverage about what happened.
Oh, Lori, detectives are considering this one drug related. They tell us they likely think that this neighborhood was just selected at random. There was a 19-year-old man and a 22-year-old man found dead in a car that was running, parked in the middle of this street yesterday morning. Today, no one has been arrested, and folks here are still upset.
It's still a shock. I still can't believe it.
Christine Manley was on her way to the gym Monday morning and figured the car she saw running, parked sideways, had been in an accident.
When I came back, I was walked into a crime scene.
The Pierce County Medical Examiner today identified the two men found dead in the car. 19-year-old Adrian Valencia, a passenger who now has a GoFundMe page to pay for his funeral, recently had a new baby. The driver was 22-year-old Wilberth Lopez Acala, seen here in a picture from his Facebook page, came to the U.S. from Mexico last December. They were both killed by gunshot wounds to the head.
You wonder why they, at that time of the day, they were in our neighborhood. Just don't know.
Yeah.
Police claim drugs were somehow involved. A neighbor says a home security camera captured video of a flash coming from inside the car and shows two men get out and run away. Detectives don't have a description to release and are offering a $1,000 reward through Crime Stoppers for tips leading to arrests.
It just blows my mind to have something like that happen in our neighborhood. Nothing happens here.
Neighbors have been assured this was not a random act of violence, and while they don't feel at risk, it's still upsetting.
And I feel bad for the families of the victims. I don't know what circumstances brought that to happen, but it's a tragedy.
Detectives say that surveillance video was likely taken about a half hour before those bodies were discovered in the car on the street behind us. Police are looking to talk to anyone who saw anything suspicious yesterday morning between 4 and 5 a.m. It was mainly in the Fred Meyer area, also around Alameda and Cirque Drive West is where they're focusing their search at this point. Live at University Place, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.
Okay, and that's really about it. So I'll show you a couple of the clips here that I cleaned up. There's just not a lot of information about it, but I mean, obviously somebody's willing to, two guys, shoot them in the head. I suspect they were sitting in the front seat, in the front passenger seat, I think, and they might have been shot from behind, and then these two people fled. So I don't know if each one of them had a weapon and fired into different victims, or I don't know what it was. More than likely, in my opinion, it was probably one of them shot both of the people. But I mean, regardless, they don't need to be on the streets. These clips that are these pictures that I'm showing you now are just stills that I took from some of the footage, and I'll let me show you some of the enhanced versions now. And unfortunately, with my editing software, that's about as best I can do to bring it out. I mean, the video quality is not that good. It's just one of those surveillance cameras on there. And I mean, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but it's not one of the better ones that gives you face detail or anything like that. I tried to increase the sharpness, but it's about as good as it gets. Um, I don't know. I'd really like to hear from you guys if you see any details out of this, or you can think of any other ways to alter this, or bring out, maybe you got better software than I do and you can bring out some more detail or something like that. I just think it'd be. And oh, by the way, this happened, if it they said it in a news report, but I don't, it might have been kind of quick. It happened, University Place is the name of the town here in Washington State where this occurred. So anyway, I just think it would be good if we could help get somebody that would one or two people that would, or they had something to do with this homicide. I don't know which one of them or both pulled the trigger, but they are obviously heinous people that will shoot people in the head and then run out. I mean, the real danger with this is people that would do things like this over drugs. They'll kill. I mean, maybe tomorrow it'll be a member of your family that'll decide to target, or maybe it'll be you. I mean, you never know. So, if we could help get these fine folks in the local police station, I think that'd be a really good thing. Anyway, let me know what you think. And this has been Patrick Hostis.